Okay, beautiful. So it is November. I feel like it's already like February or something. It's been so much. It just feels like been such a manic time. And so welcome to another month of Dragon Vortex. And I'm quite excited to see where we're going to go today. So on the course, we're busy working with the Earth Dragons, and so that's very exciting. And so I had a little bit of a chat this morning, and I really wanted to, and also the fact that we're obviously now on this new moon, and the Scorpio new moon as well. And so I've been seeing a lot of people talking about like how they're feeling and what's happening for them. And I thought it would be quite interesting to just check in tonight where everyone is in terms of like things that's coming up is like resistance, and resistance in like moving forward, and resistance in like allowing the changes that we're needing to make to go into 2026, right? Like, so it's just like we've got these few months left of this year. We're in that like universal 9. So it's just really like feeling into that. And I'm like, so where's everyone at? Like, how many of us are feeling like oh my God, I can't deal? Because I've been feeling a lot of that and seeing a lot of that as well. But like, there's also a part of me that feels so surrendered. Like I'm like so excited just to let this happen. So I feel like I'm kind of in those polarities at the moment of complete surrender and then like resistance as well. So that's kind of what like where I'm at the moment. So I just like to kind of tune in with the group for those of us who can speak tonight and just see like where are you guys at. Emily, it's not a dig at your sore throat. I mean, like Flo can't be on the camera. So but anyway, so yeah, so I wanted to see, so I know Amanda's have to go like early. So Amanda, do you want to quickly just like let us know where you're at and what's happening for you?
Wow, I don't know where to start. It's been a really weird month with dragon wings appearing from my back for a meditation. My I have now got names for my earth dragon and my fire dragon, and my air dragon is around. So I'm hoping at some point when I do another meditation, I will get that one through, which is cool. I started a new job this week, and that is absolutely mental. So it's full time. I kind of got dumped a little bit in the deep end. I've been excited, I've been nervous. And yesterday we went into my old place of work, and it's the same field. And they were really nasty, and they actually kicked me out. And I'm like, oh, well, that shouldn't really be how it works. And it really got to me. But things like that get to me anyway because I overthink. But with my dragon side of it, it's really fizzy, really poppy. And I'm really enjoying it. And other people are feeling my energy and they don't feel anybody else's, which is kind of cool. And they're like, well, you're really buzzy and you're, when I do my Reiki, they're like, it's just a really completely different type of healing when I have healing with you. And I was like, yeah, the dragons, I can feel my dragons come in, and my water dragon is my dragon for helping with my Reiki, which is awesome. So it's nice, and I'm not really sure. It's been a very cathartic year with walking out of a job, starting my own business, and then being headhunted for this job, and kind of being dumped in the deep end. But I'm actually doing fairly well at it, and it's only been 4 days. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm a bit fizzy and a bit bubbly.
I love that. Fizzy and bubbly. That's a good one. And so in terms of like just like your, so that's a really like perfect description, isn't it? Because that's like what is available for us as well. So, and because I sometimes feel like we get so dragged into like the energy of like hard, like this is hard, this is like heavy, this is, and
Yeah.
then like the other side of the coin is that the fizzy and the bubbly is just as much there as the oh my God, this is intense.
Yep.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing, and it's so good to see your face. And I'm so freaking grateful for all the dragon stuff happening for you. So it's like absolutely beautiful. So it's just like
Me,
amazing.
me too. I
Yeah.
never thought this would happen. And then my friend had a little him. I was like, you need to sit with your dragon egg because I know it's cracked. I can see it's cracked, and I can see your little dragon next to you. And then she's like, it's a Himalayan snow dragon, and then you Google a Himalayan snow dragon, and it's got two sides to it. So it's all peace and light and helps eagles soar. And then on the flip side of it, it's avalanches. So if anyone gets the time, Google the snow dragon, because the mythical side of it and all the information
Mm.
stunning to read. So yeah,
Oh.
but and it comes out to play. So when I'm around, she says it sits up, and I was like, yeah, because my dragons recognize your small dragon. Oh, sorry, cat.
Dragon cat.
Yeah, dragon cat. It's feeding time in my zoo.
Oh.
So I'm really fizzy and poppy, and I'm really grateful that we've all crossed paths, and
Mm.
I am totally walking into my dragon, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I love it. Beautiful. Ah, thank you so much. That's
Thank you.
awesome. Cool. Okay. Oh, and even Flo sending you a heart as well. Beautiful. Okay. Emily, do you want to share a little bit about how you're feeling at the moment?
Um, like you said, sorry, I have a sore throat since a week. So, like you said, it's like a bit like in between.
Mm.
It's like the bubbly feeling, like Amanda, and we can feel your energy, your bubbly is nice,
Yes.
really nice. And it's like the bubbling thing is coming, something is coming, but I don't know what yet. And that's a bit, I don't want to say scary, but uh, not comfortable.
Mm. Mm.
So I wish it's like coming faster or coming clearer, or I don't know, so get some more clarity.
Yeah. And I wonder also, like there's so much like I think the resistance to the not knowing as well, right? Like it's almost like that not knowing feeling just feels so, because I was like, there's no roadmap. Like we don't know what's gonna happen, what's like going on or anything. And then like there's this part of us like that's going, ah. So I mean that's all for me is like very amplified at the moment, like in this energy as well. So it does feel like it's a little bit like um it's a lot like for
Yeah, and
that.
there is this collective mind, like never stop, like
Yes.
always like one thing after another, one thing after another. But right now, where I am, I need to stop and maybe grieve a bit and maybe like just be there, be in this moment and feel it, then I can move forward. But
Yeah.
that's so difficult.
Yeah. And so just on that, because that collective energy and like it's been coming up since last week, and like so many things that I'm seeing is really about like that energy being in our field, and like what is mine and what is the rest of the world's. And I feel like a general practice, and it's something that I've been doing. So part of my new routine that I'm literally sitting in the mornings and like making sure my field is clear. Tonight before I started, I had to clear my field after some meetings today and stuff, and I was literally just like, I need like them out of my energy field so that I can take me back. So I feel like, it's just like we do get sucked into like even our family stuff and the people that we love, like their stuff is constantly within our field, right? So like keeping that maintenance of like just like so I can hear me and I can hear my guidance feels like a full-time job at the minute, because I feel like everything's tuned up. The world is fucking loud,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah. It's like true free cleaning every day,
Yeah.
all day. So
Yeah.
crazy.
So, like, if you're watching this, energy maintenance, please. Like, it's just like it's time to start looking after our own fields so that we can be in our own integrity, right? Like, so we can listen to ourselves again. So, yeah, so beautiful. Thank you. Hello, Louise. Do you want to share something with us today? How you're feeling?
Um, Hi.
Hi.
Um, How am I feeling? I feel like a leaf in the wind. I feel like I'm just being blown around. I'm hoping that I'm a leaf in the wind that's attached to a tree rather than just a leaf kind of just randomly blowing anywhere and not attached to anything right now, because it just feels like the winds are changing all the fucking time. Even just before getting on this call now, again, I was just like, oh fuck. And so I just think that there's just, I don't know, I think like I don't even know. I think I'm just talking off the top of where I'm at right now, because I don't even know. Like, I know that stuff's been going on, and I know that Yolandi and I are quite close, and we talk about stuff all the time. But I think time and time and time again, it's just surrender, 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 surrender to the moment, surrender to what your body's telling you, surrender to the energy, surrender to whatever it is right in front of you. And I think that's just like, it's, maybe it is the age-old messages that we've all had so many times all the time. It's just either you can resist, 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 and just like get totally fucked up, or you can just go gently with it and kind of just hope that you'll land somewhere that occasionally feels quite nice, or that the wind will suddenly just kind of die down a little and give you a breather before the next kind of gust kind of comes up. So I think that's kind of where I'm at. And if I reflect back to since the last meeting, I think it's pretty much like that. That's probably the one consistent thing all the time, is that it's just the only thing that's consistent is that it's always changing.
I love
Like
that.
that.
The only consistent thing is constant change. It's the fucking truth though, right? Like it is
Yeah.
literally that. It's a fact like a cow. Like
Yeah.
nothing is standing still. Everything is quicker, faster, amplified, loud. Like it's a lot at the minute, right? It just
Yeah.
is a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like, and I'm just like feeling into tonight, and I'm just like, it really feels to me like, so what is our, like, how energetically do we as, you know, like as a group and there's people like in this sphere, like, how do we actually like anchor, right? Like, you know, feeling like a leaf and not sure that you're attached to the tree. So like where are our anchors? Because I think, and I see it in myself, I like so often forget my anchor, right? Like I forget my anchor. I forget my anchor is right under my feet. So I feel like part of it, like clearing out our energy from all the noise, anchoring ourselves back into, like, you know, into Gaia basically, and into this frequency of her. Like all these feel like this is like stuff we now, because things are ramping up, we should be doing more and more and more often. Like this is like daily practice stuff now.
Yeah. I think if I think about the leaf thing, maybe, you know, ever so often she kind of touches us down back onto the earth again before the next gust of wind. So maybe it's part of the process to kind of just occasionally, I guess, like a hot air balloon as well. You have to kind of be detached from, is it, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that, do you always have to be attached to Gaia? Or do you always have to, do you know where your attachment point is, perhaps? But
Yes.
maybe you have to kind of go off to come back down, to go off to come back down again, that kind of thing, rather than have a constant attachment point all the time. Maybe it's more the knowledge that there is the attachment point or the landing point all the time, rather than having to be attached to that point all the time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
And
kind of what I'm thinking right now.
like, but exactly, but the thing is also like it can be different, because it might be for you that you're needing to fly up and about and like so that you can explore, where for me I feel like I need to just be really grounded at the moment,
Yeah.
because that's what's keeping. So again, the beauty of this is it's different for everyone, right? And if you feel like maybe I should be, but if it's making you uncomfortable, is it the right thing for you? So that's
Yeah.
always the, like, if it's truly in your heart, you're like, yeah, no, I really want to be this floaty leaf. Awesome. But if it's freaking you out being the floaty leaf, then you need to just feel into it, right? Like, so
Yeah.
it's almost like what feels good for you at the moment. And I agree, there are moments in my life where I'm like, oh, fuck, you know, like freedom, yeah. And then now I'm like, fuck that. I just want to be in the ground at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. But where's the joy point as well? Is the leaf happy? Does the leaf want to be doing this?
Yeah.
Because the leaf is like,
I think
hashtag just saying.
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. Is it like, because at the minute I'm just kind of having to just go with the gusts and go with the flow
Yeah.
and go with
Yes.
where it kind of takes me at the minute, whether
Yeah.
that's attached or not. And
Who
I think
knows?
I probably prefer to have the idea of being attached, but
Yeah.
then I don't know. So I don't know. Watch this
And
space.
it's okay to not know, and that's also fine. It's no requirement to know, and it's also like whatever feels good, right? Like it's, I just feel it's just like sometimes we just need to sit with it and go, is this what I really want? Is it what I, is it what I really want to be attached to the earth? Is it what I really want? Like, what is it? Like, is it what I really want, not what
Yeah.
everyone around me wants or needs? Is it what I want? Because a lot
Yeah.
of this feels also like this is about the I at the moment. Like, what is the I needing? The I am. What is that needing? So,
Yeah.
okay. So
Thanks.
you and your
Thanks,
leafy,
babe.
you and your
Me,
leafy self.
me and my leafy self and my tree analogy. Happy with that.
Beautiful.
I'll learn it. I'll learn what I'm meant to learn.
Exactly. As long as you take it like that. Always a fucking lesson in the making.
It's got to be.
Beautiful. Okay. And then like, I'm just, Toma, if you wanted to share anything with us where you are at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for that.
Without
I
a video.
apologize. I know, I apologize about the camera. It just went Fritz on me, and that's that.
Fine.
I just, I totally can tell the theme today, which is the surrendering and the resistance of it, sort of going back and forth. I feel like I find myself in the same situation for like at least a month now. And I feel like I've been traveling on some sort of, I don't know, well, you could call it a spiritual journey. I mean, isn't the whole life that? But I feel like so I wasn't able to come on last month when you guys met, but I was able to listen in later. But the time before that, when you did a meditation, I saw myself in like this old Lemurian times, and I'm like, why did it felt really awesome and weird at the same time. I felt like I was like connecting to the land and the water, and I'm like, this is where my happy place is. And I felt that time and time again, my guides came in and pulled me away from my loved place. And I'm like, why would you do that to me? And then as soon as we hung up, I'm like, oh, enough with the comfortable. You must leave the comfortable to explore. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So I feel like, if you will, I've culminated this 2-month journey in order to now enter in a brand new journey on top of that. So I felt like I was to follow a ley line somewhere from like New Zealandish area to what is now Himalayas. And one of you, was it Amanda, that talked about Himalayan dragon? I'm like, oh my God, I love that. Anything Himalayas, that's my song. So I felt like I ended up being there, and I just kind of traveled around, obviously not in real life, not in the body, there for a while, up until I met a guide, and I felt like I was being welcomed to be there and to stay and to learn and to, whatever. And then a few days later after that, I felt called to go into what I call a desert moment or a wilderness moment, where you kind of leave whatever is that you feel really immersed in real life and the work life, personal life, and just kind of go into your deep self. But I guess the hashtag for that would be, I do not go there because I am lost. Rather, I go there to get lost in order to find myself again. So it feels for me that I'm going there because I want to, not because I'm forced to. It's just because it just feels like that is my surrendering moment. So on the days when I feel like, oh, I really just want to go and sit by myself and be by myself, and I'm not ignoring anyone else, I'm going in and out my real life. is just to be really peaceful with myself and see what comes up. Maybe nothing comes up, and that's okay. So in those moments, I feel like I'm fully surrendering, and it's like it's wonderful. And then the next moments comes like, why? This is really hard to like pop in and out and back and forth. So really does feel like popping between, or almost like scaling back and forth between the human self and the self with a capital S, or the high. I don't know how to even phrase this really. So I really want to honor my human self really fully, and I really want to honor my higher self, which is me in this body at the same time. So maybe I'm supposed to find a way to do it all at once. I don't know. Well, I'm enjoying the journey in any case.
I love that. So this is something that like this like whole like movement between these worlds, right? Like this has been coming up a lot, and I'm wondering, you know, as I'm listening to you, I'm like, so because like from what I've seen and what I've been shown by the dragons and stuff, it's like this is supposed to be seamless for us as humans to move between those. And I'm not saying like obviously none of us are getting it fucking right, because look at our call tonight and how we're feeling, right? Like it's not one person in the room, including myself, all of us are like literally going, fuck, this is really hard, right? So I'm just like asking the question basically. It's this like, you know, they've shown us that like technically we're meant to be able to move seamlessly between these spaces and between these dimensions, or you know, like soul self and human self and all of that, and yet we find it really hard as humans. So I'm just wondering, like, what is the thing that's making it so hard for us to be seamlessly between these spaces? And I don't have an answer, but I'm just putting that to the group. Like, I'm finding it interesting that that's where my head's going. It's like, why? Because it does feel hard. And they sometimes it's, you know, it's easier to stay in the spiritual side than to be in the human, to be humaning, right? Like, because that feels hard at the moment. So it's just like, so what is the key there? This like this movement between these two. So any thoughts on that?
So I'm getting a word marrying. It's like marrying two completely, well, one is male. Let's just call it with female male. I'm not going to the whole other parts of it, right? But like two are completely different yet complementary.
Yeah.
So marrying those two parts that don't seem in our minds to mesh,
Yeah.
but somehow are, or somehow are complementary. I don't know.
And I wonder, because it is like, if you think about like the spiritual traditions and so much of what we've been shown, it is about that divine union, right? Like the whole thing is about like bringing the parts together, and it is basically about divine union. But somehow our human side is very like almost like don't want to go into that, if you know what I'm saying. It's not that it doesn't want to, but there's almost resistance to that marrying.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if there's like if there's almost like a fear of losing ourselves to that. If there's a part of us that's actually like quite scared what would happen if I let myself surrender into that like higher aspect of myself and go there more often. I wonder if there's something like a deep like almost like ancestral part of us that remembers when we moved from that ethereal part, that I am higher self part, and we became matter. Like that transition must have been really hard, like all of those eons and eons ago, where we literally like moved into like this body, and then it was like, you know, you've left me. Like there's like
The divorce.
yeah, it's like a divorce, right?
Yeah.
And now like we're being asked to bring these two together, where what if we've never actually had the two together? And part of what we're going through right now is we're trying to fucking figure out how to put the two together. Everyone tells us we should be married, and we're going, fuck, like I've never been married, so I don't know what it's meant to actually even feel like. So what if that's actually what's happening with us at the moment?
So I'm getting this image. So, you know, sometimes when you read a book, there's different POVs, point of views, right? So one chapter is written, let's say, from her point of view, and then the next chapter is written from, let's say, his point of view. So as we read, we think, oh, it's almost as if a different chapter altogether, but it's really all happening all at once. It's just that he's seeing from his point of view at the same time that she's seeing from her point of view. So I feel like there's a thing here.
Yes, definitely. And I'm just looking because Emily says it feels like we put the trauma behind a door and lost the key to the point to not remembering the door. Okay, so Emily, explain that. So the trauma of separation.
Yeah, but it feels like you say, the trauma of separation is really vibrating for me.
Yeah.
And it feels like we were so traumatized by the separation and by not being part of the oneness, part of the God.
Yes.
Somehow it's like so difficult that we put the trauma behind the door, just forget about it, just locked it, throw out the key. And at some point in our evolutions, we just forget there is a door. So we can't remember the key.
Sure. Okay, this feels like really interesting to me because I'm just like, wow. So what if this whole thing is to open the door again?
Find the door, find the key to go to the door.
Yes.
And then have the courage to open this door.
Yes. But behind the door is what we actually want, because we want oneness. All of us, that's why we're on our spiritual journey. Every single human in some shape or form is wanting to reconnect with the soul self, with the oneness, right? Like that's why we go on our spiritual journeys. At the essence of it is we want to feel like this and that is together. Sure. Okay. I would love to see what the dragons have to say about this tonight, because I feel like this is maybe, there might be some wisdom from them now that my brain's gone like, okay. So like when we journey tonight, my intention is to ask about this and to see if anything comes through for us about this, creating ease around this separation, but also looking into like the marriage, right? Like the easing the marriage as well. Okay, anyone else got anything they want to like put on the table before we go and journey?
I am absolutely gutted I've got to go out.
Amanda, that's why we're recording, so that you can watch this when you like tomorrow you come back, because who knows.
Absolutely devastated I don't come and you guys, because I've been so grounded in this realm, and now I'm starting to get my flying wings and everything else and being in the other realm.
Yes.
This job has undercut that, so I don't actually get as much time to go and play. So I'm looking forward to finding out what happens. I want all of you to have a fabulous evening, and I'm going to go now.
Thanks for coming and popping in and saying hi. It's lovely to see you, babe.
Bye all.
Have fun. Cool. Okay. Ooh. Right. So let's see. I have no idea what we're gonna find, but hey, this is obviously now where we've come to. So let's go journey and find out. Okay. Perfect. Right. Okay. So I want you to make yourself comfortable. Take a few deep breaths in. As I invite in all of the beautiful energies, all of the guides, all of what needs to come through tonight for us. So as I turn to the south and to the beautiful dragons of water, to those beautiful elemental energies that they bring into our circle, that energy of surrender, that energy of letting go, that energy of the magic that is in the drops within the water, and the beautiful frequencies that is held there for us as well. So we allow that to flow into our circle right now as we welcome in the dragons of water, Tahia Lasheno Sahiako. And then as we turn to the east and we invite in the dragons of fire, Mahela Hia Hia. And as we ask that fire that is the flame within us, that is the beautiful flame within our beings, the light that helps us to move, the light within us that takes us towards answers, that shines a light on what we need to hear, shines a light on our resistance, and that light that also helps us to move forward. As I invite in the energy of the fire dragons into the circle tonight. Melo'iana ikurahiake. Thank you. And then as I turn to the north, and I invite in the beautiful earth dragon, Ilahiande. And I invite in the energy of that beautiful, steadfast, under my feet, ground that is reliable, that is there, that I know will always be there. And that is part of me, this earth that I am part of, and that I will go back to, and that I came from. Doshana ilasho iake. And as I turn to the west and I invite in the dragons of air, as I invite in the energy of air into our circle to bring lightness and movement and a rustling of the leaves and a remembering of freedom and flight and a remembering of the open spaces and the now. Kashana ila shikurahi. Beautiful. And as we take these energies and we ask them to be with us in the circle today, na ioko. And then as I call upon the beautiful golden mother dragon, asking her to send her energy upwards through the many, many, many layers of this planet, through the soil and the water and the fire and the caves and the crystals and the sand and the rock. As we move this energy very gently into the circle, allowing it to hold us, allowing it to connect us back into that energy of source, Duana Iake, of ether, of all the connectedness that is. Dayinda Hiaka. Thank you. Harese Hiaka. So, Donuata Ike. I feel like we're going to take a little trip today to a beautiful, 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 one of my favorite mountains where I love to. And seeing that we've spoken about the Himalayan mountains, and I just feel called to take you there tonight. So there's a beautiful big cave in the center of this mountain that I'm going to ask you to come with me. And we're going to see ourselves now walking over the rocks and finding the pathway. And as we go higher and higher and higher up this little pathway, we find the mouth of the cave. And as we walk together into this cave, we go deeper and deeper and deeper into the mountain. And as we allow ourselves to step into the mountain and into this huge room, and where we invite in our dragons that needs to be with us in this huge cave-like room. And you can feel all of the crystals around you. We can feel the crisp air. And we go and we sit down here now on the ground together in a beautiful big circle with our dragons behind us. And we take a moment to invite in the energy of this sacred space. We invite in the guardians and the dragon guardians of this mountain. Unduala ia ke la ish. We allow them to be with us tonight. Kunuala ichena kira ia veta indala uia ke. Undura I balase kuara sendahi amahe kulua ia te. Undurua tara I shana sekurua tala inda. Ishuravase uta wahiaka. Asenda hiako. So I want you to tune into your heart space right now. So really go into that space within your body. And they speaking to me of that feeling of longing, for what we have actually forgotten, but that memory that we can resurrect within our own bodies again. That memory that we can resurrect of that ether wovenness, those moments when, before all of this started, we were part of the tapestry, where we were in that space of remembering of our connection into the tapestry. And yet the tapestry is what we remember, but the disconnect between the tapestry and the matter is what we are here to overcome. The disconnect between the tapestry of life and the forces of nature and all that is, the life force energy, and the physical human being seamlessly moving in and out. That is part of the remembering now. Duala ina hiako. And the resistance to the surrendering into the oneness, mala utwana ia kera ish, is because your physical bodies mutunuatra inda hiaka have been so flooded by mutunuata iaka, all of the energies of survival, goronuata hiaka, all of the energies of the ancestral lines and all of the trauma that has been woven into the DNA right from the beginning of time, gonuatra inda hiaka. And the barrier that this creates, malashana sekiake, the barrier of fear that this creates, anduruata hiaka. So part of what we are doing through this process, muluata inda hiaka, to move into our spiritual marriage, matwandra hiaka la ishana siake, is to unravel matwanda tahiaka, this geratena kiake. It's like they're showing it to me like a net, natutuana tatahiaka. And as we take this net and every single piece, and tutwalahiaka, and we actually start to see that it is all part of it, that the trauma is part of unduatahiaka, the oneness. Alashenda sahiaka, that the pain is part of the oneness, maturuata, that the happiness is part of the oneness, and dualahi, and that these things are not actually separate at all. Unduara ia ke rahiata, because when source is expressing itself through you as a human, maturuan dalahia, in this instance here, with Totuanatahiaka on this planet, Matalainda hiaka, all of that, Matuara hiaka, that you are feeling, Maturuanda hiaka, is all part of the tapestry of oneness. Mutuanda hiaka la shenda siase, because in your mind, maturuata hiaka nahi, you equate the spiritual journey with joy, with happiness. And it is that, maturuanda la hiaka, but it isn't just that. Matuara hiaka, it is uncertainty, it is not feeling clarity, it is the unknown, it is the darkness, it is the fear, it is all of that. Mutuara hianda la hiaka. So all of that is also woven into the oneness. Mutuandra hiaka la she. So as you stand here, nuturuata la hiaka, this is not separate. Nutuara ke, there is no mutarahiande la she nahi, separation between these states of being. Mutuandra hiaka la hi. But you, matutuanda tarahiaka, allow yourself not to see this, mutuarahiaka, because it is easier to think that there is something better to strive for than what you have right now. Matuluwandrahiaka. You are constantly in this search, maturuwanda, to fix this and make it better. Matuarahiandelahiake. But what you have right now is heaven. Muturahiaka. What you have right now is connection. Matuarahiandelahiake. Asina hiake. So there is no separation here. Duduara hiaka. And you, matalahianda, arasana hiakurawa, keep resisting pain. You keep resisting uncertainty. You keep resisting darkness. Guluanda hiakara hiasa. And that is the only issue. Matuandala hiake. So when you surrender into all of that, matuandara hiaka, the frequency changes and it all becomes one. Maturunuatala inda hiakara hiashe. So it is not the resistance of the joy and the happiness, but it is the resistance of the pain and the darkness. Muswala ishana hiakora ishave. Andala ikuruatahi. So if I put this in front of you now, maturunuatala hiaka, on the ground here, anduala hiakenda hiaka, and you start to see andatahiaka that this is anduruashana sake, all equal. Andutua, there is no better, there is no worse. Gurunuala ishana sekiake. All of this is just as it is. Gurunuala indahiake. Asana sekuruata tahiake. Because in your minds you think that being in ether, mutuala hiake, was all love and light. Mutwana tahiake, being in ether was never that. Alai andera shunusuahiaka. Being in ether was also strife, kutuanda tahiake, and sadness, and pain, and darkness. Mutwanda hiake la shanasi. But maturuwanda tahiake, to keep you in this loop of forever searching, to keep you in this loop of forever striving. And duatahiaka. You have been told, Guru Nuata Iandera Hiaka, that that is the ultimate state. And Duata Hiaka Lashe. But darkness is love. Barunta hiake, pain is love. Guru Nuata Lahiaka, uncertainty is love. Durunuata hiake, happiness is love. Durunuata hiake, all of it is love. Durunuata hiake, Ashana Sekurata. There's no distinction here. Matarahian Duruata hiake. This is only your experience and how you see it. Maturunwanda yakerakiaken, through your lenses of what you are thinking it should be. And when you step back and you surrender to all that is, and you allow it all to flow and to be, and what would happen? And and I understand that this is difficult to understand. I understand that this is hard to feel this in your body. But I'm asking you to look in the mirror now. Because all of this is within you. Every single aspect. And both sides of the coin. It is all within you. And so you are here to remove the judgment of all of this being inside of you. And it being inside of you means it is inside of everything, means it is inside of the oneness of the tapestry that you perceive to so often be outside of you. So now as you sit here, I want you to become aware of this web of light. Andutuatahiaka, and in this light lies everything. Mutuana, in this awareness lies everything. So feel the peace in your heart. Nutuala hiaka. Feel the peace return. Matarahinda hiaka. Feel the peace within the frequency of your body. Tutuana tahiaka. Step through the judgment anduata and step into acceptance of all that is. Anduata hiandela ishana sekura wa hindura hiase. Allowing yourself to feel everything that you feel. Anduala e shana sekura hiake. Because there is no distinction. There is no distinction. Kutuana tahi. All this is and always will be the frequency of divine love. Agiokona wata irashin. Hamala ikere shandahiaka. Uruasa re sharavase kinda hiake. Alemate kurawata inda hiase. And feeling your body now starting to dunwata tahiaka, to listen to the humming of this divine frequency. Arana ila ishano. Every cell in your being, dunuatara ishanava iki, hilochana totahi. Allow every part of your being, dunuatatahiaka, to see that there is no separation. Dunuatahiaka. We are. I am, you are. Atunuatarain. There is nothing more and nothing less than this. Tanatuatarahiaka. Ishonata. The simplicity of this. Matunuatarahiaka and ahiako. Allow this to land in your heart. Matuanata ira mekutuala indahi. Avarasikuta hinda. Ishonasa. And feel all of the heaviness, matwana tahiaka, and the resistance, dana ioko, melting into this beautiful land, kutwana tahi. Feeling all of that heaviness, tahin dahi, angurua tahiaka. It is not necessary to resist. Andua lahiaka. It is not necessary to strive for perfection. Kutwana hiake. This has always just been placed there, Nutwana tahiaka, to keep you spinning your wheels. And Nutuahiaka, this idea of the good girl, Gudwana tahi, that will keep you trapped for life. Tunuatarahiaka, this idea, and Tutualahiaka, that you need to strive to be better. Gudwana tahi, it will keep you in the same place. And Dualahiaka, I am Gunuatahiaka. I am here. I am love. Durunuatalahiake. I am here. I am darkness. Dunuatahiake. And I am light. Mutuala inda iako. I am everything. Shonuala ishanaseku. Anduruala vetrahina ikura emateta. Ila shenase asewahi. Andara ki ala sho sewa senda hiave. And allowing yourself as you eventually step out of this space today to understand that the judgment and about situations, about people, about things that is happening around you. This judgment, this is the biggest obstacle. And duala. So when you can surrender, when you can ask the judgment to dissipate so that you can see clearly, and hiaka, it will equalize all of what is happening. And hiaka, it will equalize. And hiaka. But this is the one thing that we have to understand. And tahiaka. It is our judgments. Mutulahiaka. Natara inda evoluata ikuruinjeba tetahiaka. Okay. Sona wala inda he ame. So as you see this huge tapestry of light around you now, how it goes into every cell in your being. And it just is. Gaduana tahi, it just is. Taranai ki ama. Ale sunua se ike. And so, batariandarahiake. Allow yourself to step out of this space in a new way of looking at the world around you, in a way that is far simpler, kutuanatai, in a way that is andulua dia. Tundroa trai amale kuroe. And I want you to just turn around to the dragon that came in with you tonight, if you did bring one in. And I want you to take a moment to remember them as they are here, because they are the connection, they are the remembering that you can call upon when you forget. The dragons are the ones who hold the energy of the divine truth within themselves. And so when there are moments when you are feeling lost, turn around and look, connect, ask for the remembering to come back, ask for the judgment to go. Ganuata ila hiande, ask for the peace to return. Gudwana hiaka. Ask for the remembering, Donuala hiaka, to present itself, because we will constantly forget. That is part of how we are. And Dotuaiaka, until one day there will be no more forgetting. Donuala ishena seku, no more forgetting. Anduruata hiaka. Beautiful. So take a moment now to say your thank yous. Malashena sakahiaka for the space, for the guides, Teranahiokurahiaka, for the beautiful dragons that held us safe. Dunua tahiaka. Ila shinase kurai we tiana. Okay, beautiful. Shanase ahioko. So now take a moment to just see yourself standing up. Feel your body. Feel your arms and your legs. Feel you're human right now. And then feel you're human in this knowing that there is no disconnect. Feel you're human inside of the field. Feel you're human. And take a moment. Visualize yourself moving around in this knowing. Visualize yourself moving around in this impossibility for disconnection. It is not even possible. Our bodies don't actually understand. Our bodies are just in this field. The only thing that makes us think that is our brain. It is our thoughts. It is our conditioning. It is our holding ourselves back and judging ourselves. That is all that is making this not be real for you. You are never, ever outside of this energy of everything. And you are not needing to move anywhere towards anything. You are here. And so by nature of the fact that you are here, you are already part of everything. You're already part of all of this. So allow your heart to say yes. Allow your brain to say yes to the knowing. Allow your body to go, yes, I see this. I am this. I was never not this. Ngola ila isha ne kuroto wala inda. All of it happens all at once. Noua ia ia ke. All at once. Malai sheno soarahi. There is no difference. Ndutua ia kala inda hiake. I want you to become aware of all of the dimensions around you. Nduala iana. I want you to become aware of the fact that they are right here, present with you right now. Every single moment, past, the present, the future, as within, as without, like all of it is here. All of it is right here in your sphere as you stand here now in this moment with me. It is all right here. Woof, garasenda hiaka. Feel that right now in your body. It is all here right now. You don't have to go there. Gunwa, it is here. And even when we walk out of this cave and we walk ourselves out of this meditation, it will still be here. There is no difference in the frequency and the vibration that you feel now from what you will feel in 5 minutes time once we're done. Angura ila ia ne ishana sekuata inda hilama ichana hiaka. And as we allow this remembering in those deep cells, and Andutuahi, as we tell our brains that this is what is happening right now, Matutuana tahiaka, Oloshana sekura wahiaka, indahim, Ilunyata imba ke kuala ish. Okay, beautiful. So every step that you take, Natutwananda, now towards the entrance of the cave out of the mountain, say your thank yous to this space. They say your thank yous to your body and to your soul. And Dutwahiaka, the soul of yours, beautiful, beautiful soul. Wala indahiaka. And so we step ourselves into the light. Dana ikurahiake. The knowing that you are part of it all. Ilotuanatai. Okay, beautiful. And I want you to start to move your fingers and your toes, but don't open your eyes yet. Just feel your body inside of this vibration right now. Feel your body inside of this. And knowing that the minute that you open your eyes, none of this will change. Notola iaka. Erona watrahiake. You are in your body. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are breathing. Your brain is working. Take a deep breath, bringing yourself into the present moment and still feeling everything around you. Okay. Now I want you to take a very slow and steady opening of the eye moment. So maybe place your hands over your eyes and then just let them open very slowly. And then coming back into the room, back into the space. Okay, slowly, slowly returning. Beautiful. Thanks, Flo. Right. Whew. Okay, so hope you're all back. Fabulous. Okay, so any questions? Everyone okay? Cool. You. So the next month, I'm going to take December off. So I will be back early in January for the next community meeting. I'll post some dates in the group soon, probably the second week in Jan. And then we will meet up again. And I hope you are going to have a beautiful, just like festive celebrations with your families and stuff. And I hope it's going to be amazing. And just have fun. And so just tune into what was said tonight. I'm a little bit like, my brain's a bit like, oh my God. But yeah, this is this feels important. So let me just see what thank you for the lesson. Pleasure. Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting this. So anyway, go well. Sending lots of love to you all. Have a fantastic evening and just look after yourselves. And I will see you again in January for our next community call. So thank you, thank you, thank you.